Hello everyone, this is Mark. So last week, Mike and I were able to go to Waipahu, which is a rich Filipino community in the heart of Oahu, Hawaii. There, our friends Kim and Carolina took us to Seafood City, where we shopped and sat down to eat the most nostalgic foods we've been missing from the Philippines. Now, this wasn't exactly my first time going to Seafood City, but it was Carolina's. And so I thought it would be cool to go over a little bit of Filipino-American history and how Seafood City is wrapped up in that, before going over highlights from our trip last week. Let's go! By 1900, the Philippines had been fighting for independence from Spain, only to be betrayed by the United States imperial interests. The native Filipinos did their best to fight back, but faced difficulty due to a lack of unity and resources. By 1902, the U.S. had established a colonial government and began sending people to the Philippines to organize and teach American principles. This form of colonial education encouraged Filipinos to see the States as the land of the free, a place of opportunity. As a result, Filipinos traveled from all across the Philippines to places like Hawaii, California, and Alaska. Numerous Filipinos aspired for the chance to gain higher education, integrate into a new culture, and most importantly, obtain stable jobs through contract work negotiated with American companies. The generations of Filipinos who lived in the 1900s faced many things. Racism from people who didn't know their culture, 2 world wars, and fought for equal rights and education into the later part of the century. At this point, their biggest challenge as immigrants was taking the best of what they knew in the Philippines and packing that up with them for their new lives in a place they hoped would provide them opportunity. In the end, their children would grow up far away from the nation their families came from. That's when, in 1989, the first Seafood City was opened in National City, San Diego, California. This was the first instance of a grocery store dedicated to Filipino products, opening Filipino people in the area to cheaper alternatives for finding their favorite foods from home. More stores have opened since then, with over 31 stores in California, Nevada, Washington State, Hawaii, Chicago, and Canada. With that piece of history, let's show you the Seafood City that we got to go to in Waipahu. First off, Carolina, Kim, Micah, and I all live on the north shore of Hawaii, so we decided to drive up and around through Kahuku, down Haleiwa and Wahiwa to arrive in Waipahu. The store was huge, so we decided to take our time to walk through the store to see what was there and pick up things along the way. Now, what I always love about Seafood City is that it isn't just another grocery store. In every one that you go to, there will be a few areas dedicated to other Filipino businesses, like Jollibee, Red Ribbon, Chowking, Atlas, you name it. You would be surprised at the amount of Filipino products that are shipped to the store or purchased from Filipino-American businesses. It kind of makes you proud to see all of it in person. Now you could imagine though, just how hungry you can get moving through all of the aisles of this great store. So after we bought our groceries, we made our way to the food court to check out what was available. Here's a clip from our time enjoying this great meal.
Oh, hey. A showcase for the food.
Okay, look at
Wow.
this. Rice, eggs,
This
fish.
kare-kare.
Like you know, this is pork.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, that's good tocino.
Oh, that looks
And yours.
Okay, mine, kinain.
Good. They already finished.
Dinagdakan yung sa akin.
Kare-kare. Bagoong.
Try nyo, kare-kare. Pwede kong patigyan.
Sige.
What is that?
I don't know. Sisig?
Dinagdakan yan, parang sisig lang.
Overall, we had a lot of fun, just roaming around the store and hanging out. You'd never think that these kind of trips would be so much fun, but they really are, especially when you have great friends and family to to reminisce about the Philippines and share the moment with them. And I hope you enjoyed this little tidbit on Filipino-American history. Please like, subscribe, and comment for more trips, lifestyle tips, and even more from Micah and I as we continue to share our thoughts and ideas on YouTube. Take care, everyone.